Good morning. Signs, this is going to show you what will happen in September, or just in general, a month ahead. And we're starting out with Libra. I'm just cleansing a little bit. Good morning, Libra. Phew, okay. Starting out with a sneeze, which is a release, right? I did learn that from one of you guys. When you sneeze, there's a release happening. So just like that, maybe you realize that you have released something. What is that something, I wonder? What is that something that you have released? There might be something with poetry. It is being poetic. Use that for your advantage, I heard. Very interesting. But we are just jumping straight into it. If there's something new. Well, okay. There is something new. Let me say it like that. There is something new coming your way. What I wanted to say was, if there's something else coming through, I will say. But there were two cards that fell out while I was shuffling, which was the Five of Pentacles and Two of Cups reversed. So maybe some of you guys have been letting go of a friendship or a business partner. Or you're being prepared to. Maybe that is where the sneezing came in, with the let go of something, a release. Okay, something is a little bit too much of a burden here, Libra. Libra. Ooh. Oh, that makes sense. You're letting go of a heartbreak, of depression, anxiety, because you realize that it's too much. Falling in love again, going after your dreams. Ooh, we like to see it. There's definitely something that has ended here. It's the end of the heaviness that has been a companion of yours. So I do feel for a lot of you guys, there is something about fear, anxiety, depression, guilt, whatever it might be, because you're focusing on this now. That's the only thing that you have your focus on. And that's why the rest is being removed. Some of you guys might still be in the process, obviously. But let's see. Yeah, look at that. Listening to your intuition. Is this about someone that you have been letting go of? I do feel for a lot of you guys, this is more a mental thing. Yeah. And look what's at the back. Destiny is bringing in the new. And that is why there was something you had to let go of. An emotional burden, a very heavy burden. It's definitely something that has blocked you. It has made you indecisive. It has been a part of you not really making a decision. But now you're actually starting to see the rewards of letting go of fear, depression, anxiety. Again, people, you know that it takes time, but you also know that you're really going in the right direction. You are going in the right direction. That's what I'm trying to say. It's actually pretty beautiful and straightforward. The Queen of Cups is someone who is falling in love. The Knight of Pentacles is always a promise that something will happen. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I will say that it's something that will happen sooner than you expect, but you still need to have a little patience. Probably because you're receiving this reading, or I'm making this reading in the time where we are still in the shadow side of Venus going direct. We still have Mercury retrograde. So it makes sense that the cards are still pointing to patience, believing in yourself, trusting. Whatever it is that you're falling in love with or creating, you don't need to speak too loudly about it, because, some people don't need to know your business. Just know that it's happening. You are very psychic, you are very intuitive, and I also feel that there's something that's ending. Especially when it comes to fear and anxiety and depression. If it's something that has been with you for years, maybe your whole entire life, you are working on realizing that this is not me, it's the old me. It might have been a part of a family lineage, but it's not you. You are out of that system, so to speak. Maybe like physically, you're out of a system where you got a diagnosis that has been stopping you. Something has been stopping you from making decisions, from creating. Also, I see when it comes to a money mindset, when it comes to money in general, they are flowing in now. They are. It's very important for you to make time for love and healing, to clear your mind, because you have not lost your way. You haven't. Even if you have felt that you lost your way in the past, you know where you're going. I will also say in the beginning of September, if you're watching this in the beginning of September, it's important that you do take the time to rest. Don't take on too much work. Take time out to create, to be you, because you're seeing the truth of something, you're realizing something that is making you actually move forward, but in a quiet way. It's not in a loud way. You're very quiet, but a lot of things are happening behind the scenes, definitely. So even through that things are going slow, Libra, you are moving forward. It's very straightforward for you because that you are manifesting. It's like a promise. It is a promise. You can trust your intuition. You are very attractive. And at the end of the month, I think you're going to realize how attractive you actually are. You're going to attract a lot of people. And then speed will take up. Can you say that? Speed will take up. Things are going to go very fast. So just enjoy the next weeks. I will say the next 2 to 3 weeks where it might be a little bit more quiet. Confidence. That is so beautiful. Look at that. Assured, motivation, oneness, and positivity. Again, the universe is like, it's a promise. I promise you. You might not be shown all the details, but it's a promise. You're already holding your dreams in your hand. It's already in your reality. It's just the last things that needs to fall into place. And it's number 1, which is linked together with the Magician. Oh, Libra. Oh, Libra. This card is connected with Citron. I actually do have Citron here. So if you have Citron, which is also a Libra stone, so hello. Work with it. It's the stone of manifestation. It's the stone that carries the energy of the sun. It's self-cleansing. So I don't think that you need to do that much anymore, other than just realizing that whatever needs to leave your life has left. It's also interesting, right? Because here she has 2 goats, I believe, I think. She has her paddle, I guess you can say. So she's ready, right? She has everything she needs. And with those 2 being in between her, or not in between her, on each side, we also have the 2 pillars, or pillars. It's pillars, right? So again, decisions. Yeah, the decisions are coming right now. You just need to realize that you are moving forward. Confidence and concentration on simply daily tasks will allow openings for the universe to conspire favorable today. Yeah. Be assured that any solutions or news you are waiting for is being taken care of today in its own time. My God, you cannot make it up. There are no need to worry as you complete your tasks with a joyful disposition. Everything is coming your way, Libra. Everything. And that's it. I will see you guys in the daily readings or next month. Alright, Gemini, it's your time. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? Oh, Gemini. One thing I do want to say to you is that there's something that has shifted when it comes to family, or the way that you see family, like the importance of life. Can I say that? Maybe you want to have a family, create your own family, or you just want to be close to your family. So there's something happening when it comes to that. You're thinking differently, you're feeling differently. There is definitely going to be way more balance around and in the family, which is just going to bring a very joyful time. And it's going to create even more joy. So, Gemini, what else do we have for Gemini? What else do we have for Gemini? 8 of Swords is the first card. And don't worry, 2 of Pentacles. I feel like someone else got this. Was it Virgo? One thing that came in here is that you might be thinking about moving. You might feel trapped where you are, or you feel trapped in work. And it might be time for you to be like, okay, what do I want? What is the pros and cons? And I feel like when we come to December, November, December, you're going to realize what you want. That's a very straightforward message, isn't it? So there could be changes in location or work for you. The Hanged Man. Oh, so you guys might let go of a Gemini or a person. Or it's just, again, the Lovers is also the choice. So there is a choice that needs to be made and you haven't really, like, you're frozen in making a decision. Interesting. 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 Have you been wondering about this since August, maybe? July, August. Okay. Okay. So from the get-go, yeah, there is changes even either around location, a job. And one thing that I just got in is that some of you guys might have a work where you are, like, there's no home. You're just flying around all the time. You are somewhere new all the time. And you might have an urge to settle down. Like, you feel like there's nothing that holds you. How can I say this? There's nothing that's like, again, you want to be, yeah, wow, I can't even speak what I want to speak. You want to be grounded. I don't know how else to say it. You want something that grounds you, that makes you stay somewhere with something or someone. Maybe it's a connection to someone. Like, you're searching for love. You're searching for this one person, right? There could be someone who has Leo in their chart, as Sagittarius. I do want to mention that for some of you guys, there could be something about love. If it's about love, it's definitely someone who is being guided in your direction. Like, the universe is taking over a little bit. But also, I want to say that for someone that could also be the energy, we actually have a lot of major arcanas. Like, there's just a lot of things happening, right? You could be someone who's like running the household, and there's children, and there's tasks, there's a lot of things that needs to be taken care of, and it's just a lot. So you're trying to find balance in structure. There's a new level happening, so you are thinking differently about something. Something needs to change. Like, you want something to change. You want structure. Or maybe you are the structure, right? Maybe you are the one who needs to put down structure on yourself to make things happen. But there's too much happening. Too much. There is a longing. Being connected with, again, I'm coming back to this energy of being connected with someone in a special way. If you are dating someone and you don't feel like the connection is there, like, I really have a hard time explaining what I feel, but let me just try. It feels like a relationship that's like flying around. Like, if you're someone who wants to settle down and you just want to be peaceful and quiet and just calm down a little bit, and you're together with someone who's just out there, maybe someone who's younger than you, and it's just, it feels like a little bit too much. So in that case, if it's about children, there could just be a lot of things going on around you where you're like, I just want things to settle down. I just want peace and quiet and live on a farm. You know, I just want this calm. Like, why can I not have this calm? There's too much noise. Something's trapping you. Like, it's not the stillness that's trapping you, it's the noise that's trapping you, if that makes sense. It's just a very interesting thing, but I feel like there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of things happening right now. Maybe nothing at all, right? I mean, again, maybe you do feel like, what do I feel? Is this your energy that I feel? There's definitely frustration, a big frustration happening here. Making sure that we're still filming. So frustrated. Just, yeah, you need a break. You really do need a break here. Delays with victory, delays with something. Not reaching your goals or not reaching the status that you want. Not being heard. Like, I want this person to see me for who I am, but they just seem to not do that. Do not approach things with fear. That is the guidance for you. With the Strength card, you do need to have courage to approach with confidence and bravery. Everything is about timing for you the next month ahead. But I do feel for some of you guys, you do need to pull the plug a little bit. Or again, put structure down. If it's just you for your own life, or if it's people around you, that you need to be like, listen, I cannot be there for you all the time. I cannot do this for you or that for you. I also need to think about myself. I cannot handle all this stress. Because there's definitely stress. And that is not good for you. So, my lovely Gemini, I am giving you the last card for today. For this next month ahead. Expectations, I heard, is there something about expectations? You expected something and you just got let down. Timing's everything. Mystery. Wow, 22. Look at this. Revelation, discovery, secrets, unveil. Yeah, well, there's something that's definitely being, again, something is coming up from the surface. Maybe some of you guys have Scorpio somewhere in your placement. There's definitely something happening that's like transforming, shifting everything. You are shifting. Like, I feel some of you guys, or just one of you, you're frustrated because you realize with yourself that you want something else in life, but it means that you need to put work into it. You need to shift something in your life. But for some reason, it's like, but I don't want to shift this. I don't want to look into it. I don't know how to, but you know how to. Does that make sense? The crystal for you this next month ahead is selenite, by the way, here. Work with selenite. It's a very cleansing, beautiful crystal. A great mystery is always there, just waiting to be discovered. No need to look for something that is already present. You already know. You already know. It's present. You know what to do. You know what to do. You know what you want. You know what to do. A small, shimmering, milky piece of selenite helps connect to the oneness and the possibility of everything. I do feel it would actually be good for you to work with selenite. You will be very surprised at the revelations that present themselves in stillness. There you go. Just what we spoke about. Stillness. You need stillness. You need to think a little bit more about yourself. This is a stillness card. It is. You're sacrificing something, the busy life, to just be still and realize, what is it that I actually need now? There you go. Thank you, Gemini. I will see you guys in the daily readings next month. Alright, Aquarius. I am putting the cards away for Gemini so that we can start on your reading. And I feel like actually just cleansing. But okay, Aquarius. One thing I do want to say, and it's so funny because this is something I have felt all day. since I knew that I wanted to do dailies, this is something that has come out for you. There's something that is changing, either in a relationship or where you're living. But some of you guys are having a hard time realizing that this is actually what you want. This is actually what you desire. Why is that? Well, let me tell you. It's the fear of the unknown. It's the fear of what happens if I release this person. What happens when I move to this destiny? Or when I go for this thing. I don't know what happens if I do it. And that stops you in your tracks. What is it that you truly want? Like, this is as you're being a little fearful of actually looking at what it is that you truly want. Is it because you need to let go of something or someone? Something is shifting in your life with this decision. And that is why you haven't made the decision yet. Because you know that it means a sacrifice. There's a sacrifice in this. What is the sacrifice? Well, maybe the sacrifice has something to do with less in your life. Less time. Smaller home. Smaller place. Less money. But it's just for moments. Until you get back up on your feet. Because you're actually going in your right direction. That is one thing I want to say. With that, my lovely Aquarius, well, you also get a promise. Wow, destiny, judgment. Oh, you cannot burn through the bridges because the universe is like, you stay on this bridge. You built this bridge. This bridge is very important for you to cross. A promise. A promise. Who got that? Someone else got that. Was it Libra or Gemini? Oh, well, with Gemini, I did speak about Pluto. We have Scorpio energy here, by the way. For someone who is dealing with Scorpio. Scorpio is one of the hardest signs to figure out. I know that because my father is Scorpio. And I have a lot of Scorpio in my charts. And we could just be very... Yeah, it's hard to connect with Scorpio. We need to trust fully. And we don't openly speak about things. Maybe you actually have Scorpio in the chart. But there's something here that's not... Like, it's not easy to figure out. But what I want to say too is that there is a... fear of the change, fear of change, fear of the new. Like, you're holding on to something you don't want to let go of, but it makes your hands bleed. Like the quote picture, you know, with a guy holding on to the rope, and it's becoming so tight that the hands are bleeding. There's something in your life that feels like that. Just want to make sure that we are filming. But we have a queen, actually, in the beginning, which is interesting, because that is also connected to a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe it's you. Maybe, again, you have that in your chart. Or it's someone. Are you ready to fall in love with this thing or this someone? Are you ready to let yourself feel deeply? What is it that you want? What caskets in your life is being broken open? What spirits, ghosts that has been hiding in the closets are coming out now? Again, we are soon in Halloween season, so it is the time where the wildest things are coming out from hidden places, from plain sight. There's something that you have always wanted to do that's like calling for you, especially with the Knight of Swords underneath the Queen of Cups. This is a big thing. He stands for a big dream, a big change in your life, a big opportunity. It's something you have been waiting for quite a long time. And your hands are bleeding so much now that you cannot do anything else and realize that, oh, this is hurting, actually. Ooh, this is painful. This is actually uncomfortable to be in. The time has come. The time has actually been here for a very long time, but you have failed to see it. And with the Four of Swords underneath the Judgment card. Maybe you have been like, well, I need more healing. I need to heal this. I need this and that. I need to just, this is okay. I just need a little bit more time. A little bit more time. I need a little bit more time. But there's no time anymore, Aquarius. Time has run out. If you keep having this rope around your hands are going to fall off. And then what? Then you cannot hold the pentacles in your hand. You're growing a pair of new hands. And that's very symbolic because our hands are connected with our heart. So you're growing the connection with your heart. Can I say that? I feel like I speak in a very philosophical way suddenly. The hand is the heart, and the heart wants the hand, and the hand wants the heart. What is it that the hand and the heart wants? What is it that's trapping you? I wonder if you're someone who is very sarcastic with yourself. Are you sarcastic about your future? Are you sarcastic about your healing? Because, look at this. Something is coming back to haunt you, being like, well, you kept saying that you were doing whatever, or you are something, whatever it is that you have told yourself that's very sarcastic. And now, the universe is showing you, yeah, you're right. It's true. And now you have to stand in front of whatever it is that you have told yourself in a very sarcastic way. I don't know if it makes sense, but if it's for you, you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, oh, I know this is on me. One thing that I just heard, and this is probably going to be a little stingy for someone, but maybe you blamed other people for their healing process in a sarcastic way. What do I mean with that? Well, maybe you are like, well, I always meet people who need healing and love, or I always meet people who are, well, sarcastic, right? As people who are whatever. And now it's like, you cannot say that anymore. Now you need to get out of that. Okay. This is the universe speaking, okay? It's not me. Because what I heard was maybe they are not the ones who has been procrastinating things, but maybe you are the one who has been procrastinating in this situation. If we take all this away, there's this feeling of being very overwhelmed, stressed. There's definitely a shift in something new. With the Pentacles, there could be something with work or where you're living. You're building something new. That takes time. It does take time. But it's connected with your destiny. Fame with Judgment. Like, it's a promise, but it's not the fastest energy. It's a yes, it will happen, but it's not as fast as, it should be. And I keep having this energy that maybe it's because that you keep stopping yourself. Especially now that, after this card we have the Knight of Swords. Are you stopping yourself? Well, clearly. Last card, Aquarius. The universe is a little bit loud with you, but it's because of the news coming in. Look at this. Joy! Affirmations, surroundings. There you go. Light and beauty. Look at the two swallows. That's so beautiful. Pay attention to swallows, because they're probably guiding you. Bring joy into your life. There's so much to be happy about and grateful for. If at once it is not obvious, go deeper and find the peace within you. Allow gentle awareness to come to the force, experiencing itself through your surroundings. At first there is a smile and an acknowledgement, and then the deepest sense of joy. Life is good. Wow. It's for you to go after this opportunity, because the opportunity has been there for a long time. It's destiny. It's something major that you're being called to. But I feel like you have ignored it a little bit because of excuses. I do want to say that. And I'm a Libra, so it's not easy for me to actually be frank with people like that. But someone has to do it. And it's interesting because the light is framing, well, first of all, the knees, right? And the sword that's reversed. So there's something that doesn't have clarity in your life. But at the same time, with the knee being a symbol of grounding, right? Actually, let me just take Louise Hay's book. Because maybe some of you guys have also had problems with your knees. Because there is a significant... Yeah, knee problems. There you go. Oh my god, look at this. I'm not making this up, people. Knee problems. Stubborn ego and pride. Inability to bend. Fear. Inflexibility. Won't give in. So you need forgiveness, understanding, and compassion. And your affirmation is, I bend and flow with ease, and all is well. Yeah. The knee is representing pride and ego. I am flexible and flowing. And how crazy is that? That is the message we got, only because the light is surrounded by this laying figure's knee. And the sword that's down, which is a sign of unclarity. There you go. Obviously, maybe this is not your pride and ego, maybe it's someone's. Maybe it's because you need to let go of someone who has pride and ego. Because you're meant for more. There you go, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys in the daily readings next month.